The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 10 in the Apocrypha. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. I'm going to stop right there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. A double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Shai. A Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to the 144,000. The brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp, doing a lesson at the plantation real quick. It's going to be a news update, it's going into not trusting our enemies, man. All right. And let's go ahead and just bring out the news article that I came across, man. This is crazy. Check it out. So here it is right here, as you can see. I got an article from the People's Voice, and title says, Big Tech plans to use brain chips to read users' thoughts. All right. So yeah, man. The MOTB, the mark of the beast, spoken of in Revelation 13, verse 16 through 18, is being mentioned once again. All right, showing you what time we're in, man. All right. It says, Big Tech is plotting to deploy brain chips capable of reading users' thoughts, according to a chilling new Stanford University study on neural implants, also known as brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. This is a real thing, man. They're trying to push this more and more. It says, which could expose innermost secrets while masquerading as aids for paralyzed individuals to communicate. All right. Never trust thy enemy, man. They're saying that they can use these chips to pretty much infringe on your private thoughts. All right. And it goes on to explain how they could do that too. All right. It says, published in the medical journal Cell, the research demonstrates how these devices decode brain signals to generate synthesized speech with unprecedented speed and minimal effort, raising alarms about privacy invasions as corporations like Neuralink push for widespread adoption. While proponents tout benefits for the disabled, critics warn that unchecked integration could allow tech giants to harvest neural data for surveillance, manipulation, or profit, turning personal cognition into a commodified resource without consent. So, pretty much this technology, what it does is it interprets your brain signals. When you think about a certain thing or you think about a certain word, your brain puts out a specific pattern or signal. And so what they do is they research these things through this technology, and they're able to pretty much, what's the word I'm looking for, man? Customize the interface to interpret your thoughts on certain things, man. So at the same time, they can take that information, you know what I'm saying, and pretty much manipulate your thoughts. All right, it goes two ways. So, I mean, to even consider having this, man, you out of your damn mind in the first place. But let's get a quick precept on the mark of the beast. This is talking about brain-computer interfaces, man. So here it is right here. One of the main end-time prophecies that has to take place before the Lord Yahweh Shah returns is the mark of the beast. All right, Revelation 13, verse 16, it says, and he, all right, being these devils, causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So this is the aspect of the mark of the beast that goes in the brain. And the Bible predicted this, man. The Bible prophesied of this, man. We have the true book of prophecy because it's playing out exactly as it's written. All right. You have the chip that goes in your hand. That's going to be more widely used. All right. But there is a brain-computer interface aspect to this, man. And we're seeing it. They're talking about it more and more, man. There's more articles about people receiving the Neuralink in their mind to help them navigate while being disabled and things like that, man. Restoring sight to those who are blind and things. This is part of the devil's lying wonders, man. Playing out right in front of you. Islam ain't talking about this. Buddhism, they can't tell you about this, man. None of these false ass religions, not even a modern day Christian church is talking about this right here, man. But the men of the Lord, starting with those of Great Millstone, have told you, man. All right, that they would bring this, and it's coming, man. They're doing it more and more. Have we not told you? Well, watch. Let's continue on to read that article, man. But there is an aspect of the mark of the beast that goes into, people's foreheads, man. It's right here. Okay, so yeah, man, this is mainly marketed to those who are paralyzed, giving them the ability to control, computers and play video games and things like that. All right, using their mind, their brain signals. It says, published in a medical journal Cell, the research demonstrates how these devices decode brain signals. Oh, hold on. Did we read that already? Yep, we already read that. Salaki. Here we are right here, Salaki. It says, BCIs, or brain-computer interfaces, work by using tiny electrode arrays to monitor activity in the brain's motor cortex. They're going to be able to monitor your thoughts, man, at any given time. They can tell what you're thinking about because they can read your brain signals, man. Why would you want this? All right, that makes you a complete fucking slave. All right, it says the region controlling speech-related muscles. Until now, the tech relied on signals from paralyzed individuals actively trying to speak. The Stanford team, however, discovered that even imagined speech generates similar, though weaker, signals in the motor cortex with the help of artificial intelligence, or AI. They translated those faint signals into words with up to 74% accuracy from 125,000 word vocabulary. So, man, they're able to read your thoughts of what they're saying. All right, they're able to read, your thoughts, man. That's what they're trying to say. With 74% accuracy. You want this damn devil to have control over you like that, man? You out of your damn mind. It says, we're recording the signals as they're attempting to speak and translating those neural signals into the words that they're trying to say, said Aaron Coons, a postdoctoral researcher at Stanford's Neuroprosthetics Translational Laboratory. So they're doing this, man. But this technological leap has raised red flags among critics who warn of a dystopian future where your private thoughts could be exposed. All right, Nita Farahani, a Duke University law and philosophy professor and author of The Battle for Your Brain, I guess that's a book she came out with, sounded the alarm, telling NPR, the more we push this research forward, the more transparent our brains become. He wants access to your thoughts, man. And you know what? Because he's trying to be like the Most High, man. Esau, these damn devils, they want to be like the Most High because the Lord has access to our thoughts, man. Let's get a quick precept on that. All right, here is the book of Psalms, chapter 94, and verse 11. It says, the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity. All right, so the Lord knows the thoughts of men. All right. This is what Esau wants access to. He wants to know what you're thinking, man. He wants to control your behavior and pretty much sit in the seat of the Most High. Because the Lord is the one who knows the thoughts of men. All right? You see what's going on here? This damn devil has a God complex. He wants to be your God. And when you take that technology, that's what you're trying to make him. And the Lord's going to destroy your ass, man. As it tells you in Revelation. Matter of fact, let's pull it up real quick. So here we have the book of Revelation chapter 14. Let's jump down to the point here. Because we want to make it very clear to you that if you receive any of this technology, either in your hand or in your head, you're going to be destroyed, man. So here we are, verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, what's going to happen to him? Let's see. Verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, the Lamb being Yahushua. So when everybody that are of the elect who refuse the mark are being called up into the chariot to be saved from the nuclear destruction that's going to be in World War III, you're going to be left down here to be destroyed by that fire, man. Because once you receive that mark in your body, You've canceled out your salvation. The Lord's going to destroy you, man. All right, you've shown your allegiance to this system and to the beast. You know, you've shown your allegiance to Esau, the wicked, at that point. So the Lord's going to destroy you, man. Point blank, period, man. You're going to die in the lake of fire, which is the second death. All right, it's going to be so bad that we can't even be on the earth while this is going down, man. We're going to have to be taken up into the chariot, man, which is the so-called UFO, or the so-called UFOs, which are the vehicles of the angels. All right, you're not getting into that chariot with a mark in your hand or in your head, man. You're not going to get into no chariot with a brain computer interface, or the one that goes in your hand. You've canceled out your salvation at that point. Just letting you know, man. So it is a big deal. It's the biggest deal. So there's another precept going on how, you know, the Lord knows our mind. He knows our thoughts, right? This is Jeremiah 17 verse 10. It says, I, the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, search the heart, and the heart is your mind. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. You see that? And this is the access that Esau wants. To you Israelites especially. He wants access to your mind. He wants to know your thoughts. He wants to be like the Most High. And this is why he's going to be destroyed, man. Along with all those that side with him. So continuing on in this article, let's see what else they say. It says, Farhani expressed concern that tech giants like Apple, Google, and Meta, right, Facebook, could exploit BCIs to access consumers' minds without consent, urging safeguards like passwords to protect thoughts meant to stay private. You have to have a password for your thoughts, man. Hell nah, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is horrible. Why would you want this? You want these corporations to have access to your thoughts? Next thing you know, they're implanting thoughts in your mind, telling you to go buy this product, go buy that product. You don't even know why you're thinking about it. They want access to that, man. They want access to your inner thoughts, man. Okay? It says, we have to recognize that this new era of brain transparency really is an entirely new frontier for us, Farhani said. While the world fixates on artificial intelligence, some of the tech industry's heaviest hitters are pouring billions into BCIs. You see? Elon Musk, the world's richest man. He's not the world's richest man. That's a lie. All right? They always push that, though. Has raised $1.2 billion for his Neuralink venture, which is now conducting clinical trials with top institutions like the Barrow Neurological Institute. So they're actively working on this, man. And I believe they really already have it figured out. They're just introducing it to you. All right? The Miami Project to Cure Paralysis and the Cleveland Clinic, Abu Dhabi. All right? So they're going to use this to try to say they're fixing people, they're helping people. But they're really looking for a backdoor into your mind. You know? And once a man has access to your mind like that, man, you're done. You're through. All right? But yeah, that's the point on this, man. You know, you see what's going on here. This prophecy playing out as the Bible stated it would. And the people that go out and get this shit, that shows you how much they trust in this devil, man. They're allowing this man to have access to their brain, to their thoughts, man. That's how much they trust Esau. It's going to be to their own demise. Now it says, I'll read it one more time. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, and this man is your enemy. All right? For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right? Though he humble himself, all right, acting like he's trying to help you, and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust or his wickedness hath not been altogether wiped away. All right, because this man has on a lab coat and he's smiling at you, you know what I'm saying? Telling he's going to help your grandma walk again and shit like that does not mean that he needs to be trusted. You can never trust this devil. All right? He always has some kind of wicked shit going on behind closed doors. And to allow him to have access to your mind, man, that's insane. You just need destruction at that point, man. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Right? Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? So you've got the warning, pretty much what we're saying, man. You know, we're not going to pity you when you go out and take this shit and now your brain is messed up, it malfunctions, or now you become Salaki. Hold on, man. It's loud ass motorcycle. Salaki. But anyway, yeah, man. You trust this man so much to allow him to mess with your brain, and you know, technology malfunctions all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, if your brain is messed up, you messed up. All right. I mean, this is common sense, but people, they're drunk off the Babylon Jews, man. They're drunk off of the philosophies of this society. They trust in science so damn much that they're not even using common sense anymore. All right. So, just wanted to bring this out, man. Just a quick news update from the people's voice, man. They're talking about, you know, being able to read your thoughts without your consent. All right, using this mark of the beast brain chip, man, which is here. All right, so I'm in this lesson right here. Just want to show you that I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Oh, you know what? I got one more. Salaki, hold on a second. All right, Jeremiah 17:5 came to mind at the last second. And it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. All right, trusting in Esau. That's the worst man to ever trust. And you got people out there that really, you know, trust their lives with this damn devil. So you're pretty much cursed, man. And maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so there you go, man. You trust in this damn devil, you've cursed yourself, man. Because he's the devil, man. He's not here to help you. All right, he's not here to help you Israelites, especially. So, with that being said, I'm going to end it right there. Till next time, Shalom.